Hello everyone, this is just a quick video to show you how to use the new import and export tools inside SOLOstudio and SOLOstudio Pro. Now it's identical between the two versions, whether it's the free or the premium Pro version of the app that you have. And we've made some tweaks to make things a little bit simpler for people, make it easier to find your files and saves, and of course export now even bigger shows. So how do we do it? Well, exactly the same way as you did before. We've not changed any of the user interface, only what's happening behind the scenes. So you're going to go into the top right hand corner there and click the tools icon. And in the interest of time, you can see I do have some big shows in here, actually some massive shows, but I'm just going to export this one show for now, just for demo purposes. So I'm going to select this show, and I'm going to make sure those are all those are checked because I want to export all those. And I'm going to click export. And as you can see straight away, exported data saved to on my iPad, iPhone in folder Solo under Solo settings. So we're going to click OK to that. And if I now close or minimize SOLOstudio and head to the files or documents if you're on Android, and if I go into there, you should see that a new icon has appeared on the far right hand side there called SOLOstudio Pro. And in that folder is where we're saving all of the SOLOstudio exports. So if we go into here, you can see I now have a folder called Solo Settings, and that's that export we've just made. You can see that there's 14 items in there, which is about right by the time you take into account all those tracks and the settings. So what do you do with this? Well, if I wanted to import it straight back into SOLOstudio or SOLOstudio Pro, I simply go to the app, I click on the settings, I click import, and now I'm going to navigate on my iPad to the On My iPad folder. I'm going to go to SOLOstudio Pro, I'm going to click on Solo Settings, and then I'm simply going to click Open. Now the imported data will take a few minutes to come in, depending on the size of your import. If you've got hundreds of tracks, it will take longer, but as you can see, for just a few tracks, it takes a matter of seconds. So now you can see in my shows, I have that imported show, my show 1. And fingers crossed, all of that should be copied across and you should hear the sweet sounds of ABBA playing in the background. Let's stop that. So there you go. You can see how quick and easy that is. Now, of course, if you've got a bigger show, then it's going to take longer to export and import. So please be patient when that's happening. But what if you want to transfer this show to a new device? What if you want to copy it to your phone, for example? Well, it's really simple. All you're going to do is you're going to navigate back to your files or documents folder, depending on whether you're Android or not, or iOS. And you're simply going to navigate to that folder, which is on my iPad, SOLOstudio Pro, and my Solo Settings folder. Now, of course, the more saves you make, these folders will get renamed Solo Settings 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But we've only got one, so I'm going to press and hold this, and you can see I get lots of options, and I'm going to click Share. And then when I do that, I'm going to send this to my iPhone, which has also got SOLOstudio Pro running on it. And I'm going to select, there we go, so you can see an airdrop already. Davenport, my phone has already become available, but for completeness, I'm going to click airdrop. And as you can see, Davenport is there, which is my phone. So I'm going to click that. And as you can see, in a moment, what will happen, there we go. The files are airdropping over, and now they're done. And now it's asking me where I want to save this on my phone. Okay, so I'm going to navigate on my phone. I'm going to browse. I'm going to go to on my iPhone, on my phone. I'm going to scroll down until I get to the SOLOstudio Pro folder. I'm going to click on that folder, and I'm simply going to then, once I'm in the SOLOstudio Pro folder, hit save. And I'm going to do that. Perfect. So now I have that save folder. If I close that, I can now go into SOLOstudio. I can go into the Tools menu. I can click Import. And I can go to the SOLOstudio Pro settings. So I'm going to select Solo Settings, which is the folder we've just brought in, and click Open. And that's going to import, give me the green tick, and go back to the home screen when that's fully imported. I can then switch shows and go to My Show 2, which is what it is. And if I tap this, you can see that we're now playing the exact same show with all of its settings directly through my iPhone. And that's how easy it is to transfer it to your phone to save your shows, back up your shows, and of course, then start having fun inside SOLOstudio. So there you go. That's the full demo. I hope you found this useful. And like I say, this fix has been rolled out and this update has been rolled out to fix that issue that we had with huge save files, because you can now export any number of files. It's just time dependent, obviously, depending on your device, how long it takes to export and import. Anyhow, any questions? Comment below and I'll get back to you all as quickly as I can.